Yo, what's going on, guys? And you know I usually give the love to Dejounte Murray. If you guys don't get that reference, it's from, I believe Shannon Sharp did that. Either way. Can we talk about my man? Does Keldon Johnson have a nickname yet? Because I want to call him the Muscle Hamster. Shout out Doug Martin, who used to have that in the NFL. But Keldon Johnson, god damn. Okay? And this is a guy who you could argue is an undersized power forward standing at 6'6", but he is all muscle. This man is a beast. And the thing is we already started to see the development last year, but over like this past season, it's been insane. I want to hear your thoughts down below right now. What do you guys think of Keldon Johnson? Also, shout out Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker out here went to the free throw line 6 times, and he was also going in, driving, okay? He was looking like the man that we thought he could be, okay? This team, the Spurs, are starting to come alive in a time when they need to because they're trying to make that play-in, and they deserve to. And the thing is, look at Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson for the season has been averaging a little under 16 points, but over the last 10 games, he's put his numbers up to, shooting basically 19 points a night while grabbing, basically everywhere else about the same. And it's incredible because this is the guy that they needed to be, okay? They need another guy who can drop close to 20 points next to Dejounte Murray, who's going off every single night, okay? And the thing is this is a team that, you can tell they really, really rely on playing within each other, okay? And that's something that you see on a nightly basis is just the way that they play with each other. It's very fun to watch, and I think it's something that if you guys don't watch the Spurs enough, you need to. I like how they play within themselves because they've been running, Dejounte Murray, Devin Vassell, Doug McDermott, Keldon Johnson, and Jakob Poeltl. And with Jakob Poeltl just being, the statue. My apology. The other day I misspoke. He's only taking 2 3-pointers. Sorry for misspeaking right there, guys. But Keldon Johnson, Doug McDermott, Devin Vassell all stretch the floor. Incredible. And the thing is, with now with Keldon Johnson finding this ability to get to the rack and physically impose his will against defenders, and Dejounte Murray also being able to get to the rack and score at all levels, even in the mid-range, they have 2 guys who can do the scoring, okay? And then Jakob Poeltl, he's a guaranteed to give you 11-11 basically every night in a few blocks. And the best part about it is Josh Richardson's out right now, and so is Joshua Primo, but Lonnie Walker's the 6th man that it feels like every other game we get to see what we want from him. And that's what we need. They got a really level-headed pass-first, defensive-first backup point guard in Tre Jones, who I very much love. And behind him, there's Tomas Stanarowski. And the crazy part is there's Romeo Langford, Joshua Primo, and Josh Richardson. I think Joshua Primo is a really good ball handler for his size and for his age. And I'm very impressed. But this is a team that they have a lot of talent. Also, let's not forget Zach Collins, who's turning out. It's insane that they have 3 centers. Okay, so Jakob Poeltl can't shoot threes, but Jock Landale and Zach Collins. Jock Landale's the smallest out of all of them, but he can do not as well, but he does an okay job protecting the rim and stretching the floor and grabbing rebounds, which that's what Zach Collins does. And Jakob Poeltl just grabs rebounds, blocks the rim. I think he's a top 10 center, and I think arguably a top 5 defensive center in my opinion in the NBA. And I think a lot of people in the media underrate Jakob Poeltl tremendously. But Keldon Johnson out here, what he does is his two-way ability, because if Dejounte gets the rebound and he looks up, Keldon Johnson's already halfway down the court, okay? And that's the best part about it. And what I like about this team is, they have players that are interchangeable, okay? Devin Vassell comes out, let's put in Lonnie Walker, okay? If Dejounte comes out, they put in Tre Jones, who can keep up with the passing and defensive ability of Dejounte, but they usually put in, like Lonnie, so to make up for that, the scoring ability. And then you have the guys off the bench who know their roles, okay? And you see it with Tre Jones, who comes out, drops 3 assists, gets a steal, and, has 6 points. I know he's not the best shooter in the world, but he just does things efficiently. And Keita baits you up. He comes in for Keldon Johnson, or sometimes, Devin Vassell or Doug McDermott, depending on, really doesn't really come in for Devin Vassell, but Doug McDermott or Keldon Johnson. And the crazy part is that, Keita Bates Diop is a guy who's developed really well. I remember he was on the Timberwolves. And I just think this team has a lot of talent. And I think it's underrated, it's understated. So that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Are you guys on the same page with me? And what do you guys think of this team? So that's basically the video for me today, guys. I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. My girlfriend just sent me 8 Ball. Do you guys play that? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But either way, guys, I do hope you guys have a great day. Till next time, guys. Peace out.